So, I have just had my stomach stapling reversed. A little bit of backstory on that. I have had my stomach staples in since I was 17. So, for 14 years, I've had restrictive diet, intentionally restrictive, um, and that's been my life. With stomach stapling, you can only eat food that's smaller than a pea, but they say that, but I really think it's smaller than that anyway. Um, and it basically folds your stomach in half, which directs it down to teeny tiny little space that is sutured around. There are sutures around the stomach, so you can't get much food through. It basically creates a blockage after you've eaten a certain amount of food, and then you can't get any more food through until either you're sick or you've digested. And when I say that, I mean it's passed down. Um, it just kind of depends on what you're eating generally. Most recently for me, it's been almost consistently after I've been sick, because I found that I haven't been able to eat the food as well as I want to. I haven't been able to get the nutrients that I need. I keep becoming anemic, B12 deficient. It's just caused a lot of issues lately. Because I've also got other health conditions, I don't need that issue. Which is why I decided it was time to try out eating a normal diet of whatever I can fit in, and also trying to eat healthy on that diet. So just to check in, today is Sunday. On Wednesday, I had my there's just the sutures removed. They don't remove the staples. I thought they did, but they don't, which is fantastic. I'm still quite sore because before, so even more backstory. Because I felt my stomach stapling was becoming too narrow and I couldn't get anything down properly, I actually got stuck on a piece of chicken, and I couldn't get it down at all. I couldn't get it down myself. So because of that, I couldn't eat or drink for a week. So until I went to the hospital and they surgically removed it through an endoscope. And they went down and then pulled it out. When they were out, my gastroenterologist suggested that I get balloon dilation to make it bigger. So they put the balloon down through same way they put you out, and then you go to sleep, and then through the tube they put the balloon in, and then they obviously make it bigger. So I did that twice with no success, not knowing that balloon dilations do not work for stomach staples because there are sutures around my stomach. So when I did the balloon dilation, made it bigger, expanded my stomach hit these wires like sutures inside my stomach, and it actually cut through. So on Wednesday, when they went in to reverse the restriction, then they saw that one of the sutures, because there are three, one of them had cut through my stomach, and that one they had to also cut through my stomach to access. So they made a small incision into my stomach so that they could reach it, which means I'm a bit sore. It's surprisingly, I'm not so sore. I do feel really out of it because of the anesthetic and all the pain medication, and I hate that feeling. I'm trying really hard not to have too much pain medication because I just hate feeling out of it. I just need to have less of the less of it, and it just will eventually wear out of my system in about a week. But I know that for the week after, I'm just going to be super, all over the shop. So to get what they needed to get done, I'm going to show you. They cut 4 holes in my stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pretty unbelievable, right? It's bruising. Pretty unbelievable that that's all they needed to do. I don't know if you'll be able to see. This is the scar from my first stomach stapling, when I put the stomach stapling in. So that they cut, a good chunk of my stomach. It was incredibly painful. It took forever before I felt I could do anything. It took weeks and weeks and weeks. I've already gone out today. I've been up, I've been about, put clothes in the washing. I mean, it's quite amazing what they can do these days. So I have got it reversed. So far, okay, so this is Sunday. Up until now, so I can't really remember Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today. Oh, not so much today. I've been having liquid diet. So that means just soups, yogurts. I had jelly, but I ate the jelly and I felt that it put pressure on my stomach. It's all because they've cut on the inside. I made that small insertion into my stomach. Because of that, there are stitches in there and they don't want to stretch the stitches. So, which is fair. So for the past few days, I've had liquid diet, basically. Water. I usually just drink water anyway. And just taking it really easy with the food. Yesterday, I tried my first amount of cheese. That was like a huge moment for me because I was able to eat cheese and I didn't feel sick after. With stomach stapling, you can usually eat cheese and chocolate in abundance because it melts down in your body. It becomes nothing. So I'm really taking it super easy with it, while at the same time just slowly testing the boundaries. So yesterday I had some cheese, which was so good to actually eat food. Today I had so I've been having Weet-Bix every morning because I've been adding a lot of milk to it. So I put the hot water on so it becomes mush, and adding a lot of milk to it so it becomes almost like soup, but for breakfast. And I've been having that every day. Today I had that, and I also was able to eat, which was so exciting. I got a kids meal, one of the frozen meals at the supermarket. It's for toddlers because I still need to eat mushy foods. I got a cottage pie, so beef, like mince. There wasn't actually, I don't think there was any beef in it. It was just veggies with sauce, like the gravy, and then mashed potato on top. So, which was good. I felt happy with that. I do feel a little bit hungry still, which is such a new sensation for me because I'm just not used to it. I'm not used to being hungry after I've eaten something. Like that's just not normal to me anymore. So I'm probably going to think about some other healthy choices I can eat. At the time of this, I weigh 89 kilos, which is like 196 pounds, or thereabouts, I think. I'm going to try and not go up. I like being the weight that I am. I know that it's not the healthiest weight, that I should be probably a bit lower, but I'm happy and I'm comfortable with my current weight. I do not want to gain a lot of weight. So they did say that I could gain all of the weight that I lost back. So before I had the stomach stapling, I was 113 kilos. So potentially I could go back to 113 kilos. And that's just something that I have, I don't want to say risk or taken the gamble, but it feels like that. I have gambled, or I have decided to have faith in myself that I will be able to maintain a healthy lifestyle. If I'm a bit plus size, I don't mind. I don't mind being plus size. I was 113. I've been bigger before. It's not a big deal to me. But you do feel unhealthy. I just remember how unhealthy I felt, how hard it was to walk around versus the difference between now when you feel, because you're carrying so much more weight. Everything's it's just a bit more struggle. Not struggle, but it's a bit more effort because it's like you're carrying, 2 10-kilo bars, one on either hand, barbells, and it is a lot of work. So I don't know. I'm hoping I don't gain the weight back, but I might. I really wanted to get this changed back. I feel like I'm in a good place to get it changed back now. And I have, and I've done it. My surgeon wasn't too keen on me necessarily doing it. He wasn't unkeen. He was just saying that I need to be aware of the potential. It's a very high potential for me to put the weight back on. So I just need to be really careful with how, because like I said, I'm not used to being hungry. I'm not used to feeling like this kind of hunger. It's different when you've had stomach stapling, because you feel like a low level hunger, or that you could eat pretty much all the time. This is different. And I'm just trying to identify, am I hungry? What is it? And I'm trying to really read the symptoms of my body. And at the same time, also try and educate myself on healthy eating, because before when I had the stomach stapling done, I wasn't healthy. I mean, the fact that I was 113 kilos, I mean, I do have medical conditions as well that kind of led to that as well, but I wasn't healthy. I had no real interest in a healthy lifestyle, or eating healthy, or having the nutrition my body needs. So now I'm trying to take those extra steps. And in the lead up to this, I've been trying to educate myself as much as I can on what the positive steps I can take until I got to this point where I'm now able to eat. I've also called an eating disorder clinic in where I live. And luckily it's all a free clinic, which is really fantastic. So they're going to help me in a couple of weeks when I see them, because unfortunately they couldn't get me in before my surgery. They're going to help me understand proper nutrition. They're going to hook me up with dietitians, hook me up with doctors, hook me up with psychiatrists if I need to, on like changing food behavior. And I'm really, I can't rely too much on that, because I need to build this all for myself as well. But I am excited that I'm taking those steps. So I'm hoping that will help as well. So this is pretty much how I've been going so far. I'm hoping that I can keep going well. I know it's really hard to find information out there about stomach stapling and all the other kinds of restrictive surgeries. So sleeves, bypass, banding. It's hard to find information. And I really, as I was coming up to my surgeries, I wish I had known more. So I'm hoping that by sharing this, I can educate people into what the options are. There are a lot of options, and how you can get support. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.